that you ever hated.
Yes, Rock 102.1, Kev May. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We started our broadcast early this morning because we're going to have a special guest, Zenora, joining us in studio. They're performing the Tailgate for your Tucson Roadrunners this Sunday for their St. Paddy's Day extravaganza.
Ooh.
I'll be hosting that game as well. Like I said, people have been asking, where's the beef when it comes to the Roadrunners games? As it seems like I've been gone forever, but the reality is we only had 2 home games in February, which Yas and Crystal worked, and then I'll be back this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, hosting those games alongside Rowdy and Dusty and all my friends there at the Roadrunners. So I'm looking forward to that. And we'll continue to give out tickets so you can join us as well as we march towards the end of the 10th annual season for your Tucson Roadrunners. 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, I've been part of this organization since season 1, the tail end of season 1.
Crazy.
Season 1 nonetheless. Crazy indeed, because I was working with kids who were like, I'm friends with. And like, I remember my friend Kat, she wasn't even old enough to drink. And then when she was old enough to drink, we went out to the bars together and we drank. Now she's married with a kid and the whole thing. And I'm just like, damn, in a blink of an eye. That's how fast life goes when you're having a good time. So enjoy yourself in the moment for sure. All right, let's get into, I got some science news I want to cover here because, we like to be informative as well as entertaining. So here's a question. Did you know that women's breasts are getting bigger as we evolve?
Really?
Yes.
Why are you looking at me?
Well, I'm checking out your testicles, and I'm like, you look pretty evolved there, Kendall.
Yeah, but I don't.
Science.
I don't think your grandmother was as evolved.
Are they saying it's the microplastics?
No,
what are we
no.
saying?
And in some cases, it's actually like plastics, but that's not the reason why. A study may have figured out why human fun bags are so much bigger than they are in the rest of the animal kingdom. Because if you look around, the breasts on other animals, not as big. They're not getting prominent. There's no Dolly Partons out there in the baboon world. Trust me, I look every single day. Anyways, we may have evolved to have bigger boobs to keep babies warm.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, big babies too, like big baby beefs. I mean, keep me warm at night. I don't even need a blanket.
So
just give me a couple of them and I'll just snuggle right up.
So kangaroos have a pouch and we have just
we have breasts.
Boobies.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, this sucks with global warming. That means the hotter our climate gets, the smaller boobs will be in this theory. So like 100 years from now, you got nothing but A cups because it's like 90 degrees year round. Not cool.
Well,
how do we stop this catastrophe from happening?
Yeah.
Boob jobs. I was going to say, really, they're getting bigger because we have better technology and implants.
No, but they're actually growing bigger as well. So, that's why a lot of plastic surgeons moved on to the butts, and they're going for BBLs because a lot of girls, they don't need it. Did you need a boob job?
I'm like 50-50. I'm like, I wouldn't mind being a little bit bigger, but I feel like I have enough that I don't need that.
See, that's why I hang out with you, because you're so dude-like. That's such a dude answer.
I don't know, man.
I mean, I'll take another inch or two. It's not a big deal, All right. Let's move on. Obviously the gem show just passed and human beings love their crystals, but a new study found that chimpanzees love crystals too. Researchers gave chimps big chunks of crystals to see if they found them interesting, and it's not clear why, but they were fascinated. They found them way more interesting than just rocks. So the prettier the crystal, the more fascinated and obsessed they were with it. So
it's like a lazy scientist trying to get some points. They're like, hey, we gave them a shiny object, and they liked it.
Like a science fair project where you get 100% on, you didn't do nothing.
Boy rock and gave him the shiny thing, and they freaked out. Wow.
That's true. That's
Sounds
very
like
true.
they also give him an edible before giving him the crystal.
Right.
He's just like, whoa, man.
Hey, man.
That's my scientific study, and it's true. Crystals do rock when you're on edibles. All right.
Gave my hacky sack.
Yeah. In snack news, Huffton posted a deep dive on the science behind why a lot of people think Thin Mints taste better frozen. We're pro frozen Thin Mints, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Why do you think that is,
I
Kendall?
think it has to do with the mint, because I feel like the coolness and like the temperature enhances the mint somehow, and then it really hits you, the flavor harder.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of onto it. So basically, they say the coldness does activate the menthol in the mint and makes it stand out more. So if you're not freezing your Thin Mints, you're doing it wrong. All right, and now in poop news, because I know that you want this. Now, this is something that I've known for a while, and it seems like the elite, the upper class, they've known this. But research now has proven that poop from young donors reverses age-related decline in older mice. So if you're getting dementia, then all you got to get is a young man's poo in you, and you're good to go. So the whole poo transfer and the science behind your fecal balance it correlates to your biological age.
Oh no!
It's
what
amazing.
the hell did you just even say? I'm so disgusted.
Well, think about the
mind
gut
blown.
biome, and I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
guessing there's something to do with the reverse aging. There's probably something really valid about it.
Yeah, I'll give you the rundown. Scientists have found that transplanting fecal matter from young mice to older mice can reverse age-related decline. So you could transplant fecal matter from one gut system to another, and you could do this in human beings. They have been doing this. This is just another study that has proven that this is an efficient way to be able to kind of reverse some aging decline in just mammals in general. So poo is the answer.
I don't like how my mind immediately went to like a zombie movie. Instead of like brains, they say poop.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of old people coming towards the young kids like, poop. Give us your poop.
I want good knees again. Give me your poo. I know.
Ugh.
All right, and here to wrap this up in this, researchers also found that older adults who took a multivitamin showed slower signs of aging compared to those who took a placebo. This is good news, right? So like the multivitamins that your mom's been telling you to take for years, I'm talking to myself. She was on to something.
The Flintstones vitamins.
It literally works. They work. And that's what this study is showing. The most important because most anti-aging studies involve extreme diets or experimental drugs. If you take a vitamin, it will slow down your aging, period.
All right.
That explains a lot for me.
Yeah. That's why you look like you're 12. At least your facial hair does.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. We are live on the podcast broadcast. You can join us, youtube.com/BeefVegan. We got Yas or Hell Naw coming up next on Beef Vegan Presents. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Yes.
I love me vitamins.
Yeah.
Thank God they made vitamins like gummies that you can take for adults, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, I know. I need
More
all
fun.
those gummies.
The most ironic thing, too, I look at like people that have to, like, it's not cool sounding at all. Like people that have to take like a multitude of pills just to like function in general. I'm like, oh, they have to get this from the doctor. But I look at my vitamin stack every morning. It's like 20 pills. I'm like, I'm not any better.
I think that's the future of
if you're
America,
taking
though.
vitamins now as opposed to actual medication, then you're probably good. We got some pretty good comments here. Said there's a rich guy who's done all this as far as like blood and bacteria. We've seen that
Poop
even
transplants
in silicon.
It's so nasty.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have to like
eat it.
You don't have to do the human centipede when it comes to the blue transplants. You don't have to actually ingest it. There's ways. One, there's pills, which is nasty because I've taken herbal pills and you burp up that taste all day long. So I
Fish
imagine
oil?
it's the same thing, right? But there are other ways that you don't have to actually ingest. And those are the ways that you probably want to go. It's something that they're working on. But anyways, let's get this show moving as far as our show open and everything that we have to get to. Today on the podcast, earlier this morning, I literally had to break up with a listener for a listener. Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got an email from Ashley. She told me that she's been trying to break up with this guy for weeks and he won't take the hint and he listens to the show. So I had to be the bearer of bad news. I have that in the podcast today. We did Morning Moron talking about nudity in vaginas. And then I actually started off the day kind of on one.
A little spicy.
A little
spicy start.
Damn, what did I miss?
You missed a lot.
Apparently.
But you can catch up right now. So in case you missed all that, check this out. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, right here. I'm getting it ready.
Tucson, an Arizona Lotus Corp radio station. You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Wednesday, March 11th. Good morning, Kendall.
Oh, I'm choking.
Why? What happened? Oh,
I'm choking on my coffee.
Cut her mic. Yeah,
I've been
no.
doing that a
Right
lot
now.
lately. Sorry.
coffee. That's crazy. That's what I call my jug. Oh!
Wow.
Today, I know.
That's where we're starting.
That's how we're starting. Good morning, Yas Money. Let me get my introductions out of the way. Jesus,
I'm
guys.
sorry.
Good morning.
I was already heated before I even opened up the mic.
Yeah,
I got a lot to get to.
You were a little upset.
I am a little upset because, again, I say no good deed goes unpunished, right? So, like yesterday, I hooked up a bunch of listeners with Roadrunners tickets for yesterday's game, right? And I'm like, hey, they're going to text you those tickets. And it's not a big deal. I get a list. It's the whole thing, right? But there's, when you're under the corporate structure, you gotta go through little steps and processes. The problem is people in position of those jobs for the steps and processes are already overwhelmed. So God forbid I ask or put more on their plate, because then it's a whole freak out thing. So just to alleviate any issues whatsoever, I'm like, I'll just handle it myself. I got a whole system. I'm in with the Roadrunners, bada bing, bada boom. I give out a bunch of tickets. I tell the listeners who win the tickets, hey, you're going to get these tickets text to you. It's it. Just relax.
You say it all the time.
Yeah, they're going to text you the tickets. Just, you don't have to do anything. Just wait for you to get that text on your phone. Simple as that, right? So I do that. And I hook up a bunch of listeners yesterday, and I hope you guys had a good time at the game. One listener in particular came in at noon, caused a stink, is like, where's my effing tickets? Because he didn't follow directions, ruined it for everybody. Ruined it for everybody. So I have a plethora of Roadrunner tickets to give away for emo night tonight. Initially, I was planning to, but again, one person selfishly ruined it for everybody because they freaked out and couldn't follow the simplest instructions. So yes, I'm upset on that, but I digress because we have other stuff to give away and, a good show. And it's okay. If I have a little vinegar in me, and actually kind of fuels me for the show.
I'm scared.
No, don't be scared. We're going to have a good time. You guys got to be on the same page.
I will clap back.
I love that you're demanding that. You will have a good time on the show today.
Here we go. It's just started. It's starting. It's starting.
I know.
Yeah, well, I have to remind myself to breathe. I do have tickets for the Roadrunners in San Jose. On Saturday, a 4-pack of tickets, which will be good. I'll be working that game. In fact, actually, just recently, last night, in fact, some people are commenting on the Roadrunners season ticket page. They're like, where's the beef? I haven't seen him in a while. I'm like, oh, good. It's been 2 months, guys. Thanks for finally noticing. But I will be back this Saturday and Sunday. Yas, maybe not. We have also tickets giveaway for a band called Damage Inc. They are a Metallica tribute band. Yeah, that's a big deal, right? Because Metallica's never going to play the Rialto. So this is your opportunity for your chance to see Metallica at the Rialto. So, in fact, actually, Metallica is currently selling their tickets for the Las Vegas Sphere show. And it sold out so quickly that they had to add more shows. And people are already blown away by the response on this. So Metallica said, we hear you, we see you. We will add more shows. So there's a good chance that when Metallica starts their residency at the Sphere, that it lasts for 3 years. You'll be like, they just can't stop, because Metallica fans, and there's plenty of them, obviously. If you're doing stadium tours, doing back-to-back stadium nights, you have a plethora of fans. And in the Sphere, I think
they're the new Backstreet Boys.
In a way, yeah. They're nostalgia with a little bit of hardcore. Have you been to the Sphere yet?
No.
Okay. Do you know what the cap is? I think it's about 10,000 people.
In there?
In there, yeah. It's almost like the size of an arena.
I could see that because they got the pit at the bottom. They do have a pit at the bottom.
It's actually double that. It's 20,000.
Okay, 20,000. Still. Oh, well, then that's even more impressive, really.
Wow.
So, yeah, but with that, of course, you get the insane visuals and the one-of-a-kind experience of Metallica in the Sphere. So, yeah, they're selling out quickly, and that's in Vegas. Is there a band or an artist that you would travel to Vegas to see?
I've been wanting to see the Backstreet Boys at the Sphere.
Yeah.
Get off the station. Get off the station.
I'm sorry.
Kendall,
do you want to go?
Yes, I do.
I'm down.
It doesn't mean I don't also want to go see Metallica, but you got to look at me. I have a hair clip in my hair, of course.
Oh my gosh.
This is an indicator that I was into boy bands of the 90s.
Okay, that's fair.
And Backstreet Boys is top dog over NSYNC.
You know what's good, though? The demand for Backstreet Boys tickets, not as high as Metallica.
Well, no, it's fizzled a bit.
Oh, it's fizzled a lot.
It's fizzled a lot.
Oh, yeah. You know why? Because people realize that Backstreet Boys only have 3 good songs. And then the rest,
No, you want to know what it is?
Sucks so bad.
They've been doing this for over a year now. They've been performing at the Sphere for over a year now.
And don't make me get up and hurt you.
You know what? If you're a Backstreet Boys fan, I don't think you can. I challenge any Backstreet Boy fan out there to try to hurt me. I don't think you can. You can't even hurt my feelings.
We're literally right in front of you.
I'm larger than life.
Yeah, I don't even get that reference because it's lame, right? So yeah, I mean, there's real music with Metallica at the Sphere, and then you got the aging boy band, which I didn't think I'd see in my lifetime. But I grew up with a disdain for boy bands from an early age because my sister was majorly into New Kids on the Block. And even at as a 10-year-old, I was like, hey guys, this is nonsense, right? This is this isn't good. As a 10-year-old, right? And so then when we got past that, we got into the grunge and gangster era, and I was like, finally, something real. I connected with that. I was like, thank God that the mainstream is on the tip of real music and not this bubblegum pop BS. And then a couple years after that, NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys return. I'm like, what is going on, man? I thought we were past this as a society. I thought we grew past this, evolved. But we did not.
Couldn't you say a lot of bands are boy bands? Like the Beatles were a boy band.
You know, you want to say that. And that's been an argument said because of Beatlemania, because all the girls that did love the Beatles. But the Beatles were musicians and, orchestrators and artists who were creating. And so that's something that the Backstreet Boys never were. NSYNC were close.
I mean, singing and dancing? That's not art?
No, first off, the Beatles didn't dance. You didn't see any choreographing. You saw them bopping their heads back and forth, but they were playing instruments. They weren't dancers. So they weren't R&B at all. It was a different thing. They were rock and roll and they were musicians, and that's what makes them completely different. So, I mean, the most talented Backstreet Boy is not even as talented as Ringo, the least talented Beatle. Nobody likes Ringo. But he's still more talented than Kevin, whatever his last name is, or Nick Carter.
Daddy Carter. That's what I call him.
Yeah, call him Daddy because he's 60, trying to twerk. It's insane, dude. It's insane.
They look good still. They look good doing it.
You know what? I'm glad you say that because as I get older and stuff, if you still have like a fondness for old men, then I still have a shot in the dating realm. But anyways, that's the end of this rant. It is a 311 day. You know what that means?
Oh.
Yeah, 311 fans for all over the world rejoice and go down the rabbit hole of 311. We're actually going to kick off the show with 311 to honor 311 day. And I do want to see if my phone lines are open because yesterday our power went out at the end of the show. It was a trip. The entire station's power went out. So if my phone lines are working, I'll test it out by giving out a 4-pack of tickets for the Roadrunners in San Jose Saturday night. So first person that can give me a call, 600-KFMA, 600-5362, to let me know my phones are working, you're going to get a 4-pack of tickets for this Saturday's game. Puck drop is at 7. We got your morning moron coming up at the Lincoln Park. But happy 311 day. Here's Come Original on Rock 102.1 KFMA. And Speed Vegan presents. But you know the name of the show. Let's go. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Now 6:17 and time for your morning moron. Let's do this. All right, you ready for this headline?
Yes.
All right, it's something very relatable. A naked burglar is terrorizing vagina.
What? Please explain it.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure that makes
no,
sense.
that's my fault. I read that wrong. A naked burglar is terrorizing Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. That's my bad. Anyways, with high temps in Virginia that have been over 80 degrees. Oh my God, so toasty, so sweaty. I know humidity. I don't care.
That is warm.
Listen. All right, they've been experiencing record highs in that area recently, but it still doesn't mean that you should be doing your business in the nude. In Fairfax County, Northern Virginia, they're looking for a man who's committed a string of burglaries in the past week. Now, usually when you burglarize a home, you kind of like wear all black and like a mask so nobody can identify you.
Well, don't say that from like personal experience.
Well, no, I've seen
From
documentaries.
what you've seen.
Come on.
Yes.
Everybody knows.
I want to clarify.
Look,
you're innocent.
No, stop. Everybody knows. That's a cliche. Everybody knows when you're burglarizing a home, you want to cover up so they don't have any distinguishing marks that can identify you. Simple as that, right? That's criminal 101. Anyways, going butt ass leaves you being able to be identified by everything.
By your ball prints?
Yeah, by ball prints, moles on your ass, like how low you're hanging or lack thereof, weird body hair. They can identify everything. Mm-hmm. All right, so there have been at least 4 incidents where a naked man entered a home through an unlocked door and then ran off as soon as he was spotted. Now, it's unclear if he got away with anything in any of those cases or just breaking into people's homes and doing the helicopter and then splitting. But you know, they don't know if he's going into the homes to steal stuff or just be naked inside the home, or possibly with the intent to do physical harm, which would be the worst case scenario.
Right.
Now, police describe the suspect as a black man of average build, which, again, that's an insult for a black man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's like, what do you mean average? With light or medium complexion. He's around 5'9" to 5'10", and they're still looking for him, which is crazy. Because, again, like I said, usually, well, I guess I walk it back. Usually you dress in all black and stuff. I guess if you're nude and you happen to be black, he's got it all covered. But at the same time, yeah, you don't want to touch that. You don't want to touch that.
Yeah.
But am I wrong?
I'm not sure I can say you're wrong, but I'm not sure I can say you're right either.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Well,
Yeah.
everyone listening knows I ain't right. All right, well, anyways, getting naked and breaking into homes definitely going to make you a morning moron. Something new that I want to talk to you guys about. I got a weird email. You know, I get emails all the time for like F My Life, things like that. All right. But I got an email from a listener named Ashley. She said, hi, Beef. I have a completely normal and reasonable request. Can you please break up with my boyfriend, Joe, for me on the radio? Joe listens to your show every morning, which is great, except now I'm hoping that that's the moment he finally realizes that we're done. I've tried breaking up with him 3 separate times, and somehow each attempt turned to him ordering wings and saying, babe, relationships are about communication, while absolutely not listening to anything I said. And she said, for reference, Joe is the type of guy who says bro to the waiter, tried to fix my car by hitting it with a hammer because he saw it in the Fast and Furious movie. I mean, she goes on to clown him, just roast him.
This is a wild request. This is insane, but I'm also very excited. Do you think you can handle this task?
I know I could handle this task. You know, the bearer of bad news is just something that I've been, dealt with before. I've been the guy that has been, issued as like, hey, you need to deliver the bad news, no matter what case the scenario is. So it's going to be bad news for Joe. He is a listener of ours. So any listener of ours is a friend of mine.
Oof.
So this will be tough. Yeah, let's give him a call.
Oh.
All right, let's see. Looks like it's ringing. Let's see. Hello?
This is Joe.
Hey, Joe, what's going on? This is Beef Vegan, dude.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude, I listen to you every morning, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that.
Please tell me I won something. What the hell?
Yeah. I mean, you will. I'm gonna hook you up with some tickets, but before I do,
Okay.
I will let you know that when I give you these tickets, that you're gonna have to make plans on finding somebody to take with you who isn't your current girlfriend, Ashley.
Why not? She's the one I take everywhere.
Yeah. She's been trying to break up with you recently. Has she not?
She's just saying that, we get into arguments and whatnot, bro. Like, she
Nah,
doesn't
Joe.
mean it.
Yeah.
We're meant to be together.
Nah,
She loves me and I
no.
love her.
Joe, you don't want to say the whole meant to be thing. That sounds a little cray. I'll be honest with you, dude. She reached out to me and she told me that she's been trying to break up with you. She's over it. And she thinks the only way to get through to you is to have me deliver the bad news. And you know me, I like to keep it real, dude. And I'm not trying to.
That is crazy. Don't joke, right?
I'm not joking. I wish I was joking, Joe. You sound like a good guy. You ride with us, and I appreciate you. But at the same time, man, I've had homies in this situation before. Sometimes, if you're not wanted, then you shouldn't stick around. And I've been that person too. I've been not wanted, and I've tried to stick around, and it never works out well. So the best thing you could do is when you feel like you're not wanted, pack your bags and go, because someone out there is going to want you. It's not going to be Kendall this time.
Of course I'm wanted. Like, we've been together for some time, and we know each other, and she loves me, and she just, bro, that's crazy.
Now you sound, Joe, you're sounding crazy now.
Joe.
You're sounding crazy, dude.
A little bit of denial going on here.
That's a lot of bit of denial, dude.
But we've been together for some time. Why isn't she telling me this? Like,
she said she did.
Hey,
She said she did like 3 times, dude. She said in the email she tried breaking up with you 3 separate times. What was the last time she tried to break up with you?
last week, but
What
you know,
was
it was
that?
during an argument.
Yeah, well, I mean, even in arguments, if the argument ends with like, I don't want to be with you anymore, that's a strong statement in an argument.
She's not just mad.
Dude, how many times have we gone into arguments with a couple and we were like, oh no, you know, I don't want to be with you anymore, but we love each other.
That's crazy, dude. No one does that. It's not a real thing. You know, people don't do that. They don't just say, you know, like, I got this fun
I
little.
see it in movies all the time, dude.
Yeah, no, those
No.
are some whack porn, dude. I'm telling you, Joe. Joe, I just want to be real with you because you're a friend. You're a friend of ours. You know, like I'm trying to help you here. Like I've been here. I've been here. I can't. Well, no. It's like it's the friend that's coming in with the reality check. You need those kind of friends, dude. You need the friends that are going to to keep it real with you. And Joe, like I'm keeping it real with you here. She said that she's straight up.
I bought a ring and everything.
Oh, I might be a little late for that.
Well,
Joe, you got a receipt for that?
Joe, though, I'm saving you.
It's the ring that I know that she wants. Once I show her the ring, she'll be over it.
She's gonna say no, bro. She's gonna say no. That's the thing. So I'm trying to save you that time of that headache or embarrassment. You know what I mean? When you get down on one knee and a girl says no, I've seen this happen at Roadrunners games, dude. It ain't good. And you don't want to be that guy. You don't want to be that guy.
I've been saving for this ring because I know that's the one that she wants. And
yeah, dude,
no. I've been saving for so long for this ring. And,
dude, even if she says yes, dude, she's gonna end up saying no. She seems like she's already out. Do you want to be with a woman who's gonna divorce you and take you to the cleaners? Like, even if she said yes because of the ring, you know, then she's only saying yes for monetary reasons. I'm trying to help you, man. I'm telling you, like she just says she doesn't want to be with you. That's what she's saying, dude. She was super clear, and I had to email her back. I'm like, are you sure you want me to do this? And she reiterated that this is the only thing that she could think of at this point because you won't take no for an answer, and you're not taking no for an answer now, dude.
When did you get that email? Maybe it was last night that we had this argument, but you know, and she was just out of a rant emailing.
I've been emailing back and forth for the last 24 hours, bro. So she emailed me probably before your argument, and she emailed me this morning before I even went to call you because we're going back and forth. Like, are you sure? Because I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to be the bearer of bad news. But sometimes you got to pull the Band-Aid. I'm not doing that. I'm not. I'm telling you the truth, Joe. So you have to accept it, dude. You have to get ready to move on. Okay.
It's time to let go.
I gotta call her. No.
Joe, I wish you the best. You know, when you finally, you know, accept this as a finality and a reality, then give me a call and I'll hook you up with tickets so you could take your next date on a nice date to maybe a cool concert or something. Okay.
There's no next date. She's the one for me.
Joe, I got to let you go now because I got to get back to work. But I'm sorry. This is. I
gotta call her.
You shouldn't.
Well, thank you. I mean,
Joe, you've been broken up with. That's the thing. You've been broken up with. You done. Yeah, it's done. I'm sorry, bro. Mark 2.1 KF, man. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Resents. Time for another round of hypotheticals with Miss Yas Money. Yes, all right, we're getting Zenora in here. Yeah, that was real from this morning. Joe did call back, did apologize. Seems like he's doing all right. You see an empty studio, but that's because Zenora is going to be joining us here in studio when we return. But earlier this morning, we did another edition of Yas or Hell Naw, and it went like this. Check it out.
Is it a Yas or is it a hell no?
Oh, getting sassy this morning. All
very,
right.
Very sassy.
All right, yeah. What's your first Yas or Hell Naw?
Okay, guilty. Guilty on this first one because sitting in your car for 10 minutes after getting home. Okay. So you're not ready to go inside yet, but you're scrolling and you're just listening and you're just not ready.
Yeah.
How long, like what's the longest you stayed in your car?
Probably 10 minutes, but I feel like in the winter when it's cold and I have all the heat on and I have my heated seat on, I especially don't want to leave my car.
Right. Yeah, I'm guilty of this too, but I'll even one up it to make it even weirder. I have even recently went through a drive-through to get food, right? Then drive home, park in my carport, and then eat it in my car before going inside just to throw away the trash, dude.
I'm not sure it's that weird.
I am comfortable
weird.
in my car. I'm comfortable in my car. I could be listening to something, whether I'm vibing to music or a podcast. And yeah, then I have no reason to get out of the car whatsoever. But it is weird. I get it. And I've been in that situation so much. Where like I've probably burnt so much gas just sitting in my carport when I could be inside my house sitting in there. Yeah. My car's been nicer than my house. What can I do? But yeah, so hell yes on that, unfortunately,
Yeah.
At least it's just me enjoying myself as opposed to like previously being in a tail end of a relationship where it's about to end and you live with that person and then you park and you get home and you're just like, I don't want to go inside the house.
Brutal, yeah.
that's
How long
different.
can I just sit in here and wallow in
You
the
know
inevitable?
what? You just gave me flashbacks to my previous relationship.
Yes.
I
was gonna
remember
say-
that.
Yeah, it's either that or you're just like disassociating. You're just so like you just need to zone out and do nothing for 10 minutes.
Yeah, in your car. Yeah,
silence.
so that's a hell yes. I think that's super common. And if all 3 of us do it, I'm sure everyone out there does it.
Yeah.
What's another one?
Listen, it's comfort, but like rewatching the same show instead of starting a new one. Yes and no. There aren't many shows that I would rewatch. What would I rewatch? Maybe like Severance or like, I'm rewatching Game of Thrones. Why? I don't know. But I mean, obviously, you're just not committing to new characters. Maybe You're just not open to new things.
That's a hell yes for me. Unfortunately, I mean, I put in so many hours on the challenge. I know that I've lowered my IQ because of it. But there are other shows too. Like I've rewatched The Office a billion times, Breaking Bad as well. There's that comfort food you can put on in the background no matter what part in what show, what season. You're kind of caught up and you're just good to go and reminding yourself. But I do kick myself because I'm like, I know I have this like free time where I could be consuming new content to stay relevant with what we do. Right. But I can't even tell you how much. I mean, honestly, the challenge owes me residuals at this point because I seriously, I burned through the entire catalog on Paramount Plus.
Oh my God.
Yeah, probably like 4 or 5 times.
Wow.
I know. It's sad. It's a problem.
I will say my Apple TV, like, hey, new episode of this. Like, I'm watching Shrinking. I'm watching Monarch with Godzilla. And King
you're watching all
Kong.
new stuff.
I'm watching Love Story with, JFK Jr. and all that stuff. But still, at the end of it all, I'm like, Game of Thrones, I've only watched 3 episodes. I should probably go back.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So do you rewatch? Are you a rewatcher?
Hell yes. The last thing was Pee-wee's Playhouse for me.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
that's fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, honestly, that show's a trip. Even though it was made for kids, it was kids with a nod to adults. And it held
It's
up over time.
fantastic.
It is. It's a work of art.
Wow.
For sure. Absolutely. What's another one here?
Oh my gosh, I got lost. Now I want to know more why you're rewatching
I'll tell you more.
that. Oh
Yeah.
my
I'll tell you
God.
more later. I'll fill you in.
Leaving the TV on just for background noise. I can't do this. I think personally, like I need silence. I need darkness. And I think that came from when I lived in Phoenix. I didn't have a TV in my bedroom. So I had no choice
Yeah.
but for it to be dark and silent.
See, I mean, I don't want my TV on when I go to sleep anymore. But yes, I will turn on the TV just for noise in the background. Constantly. So I'm a hell yes on that as well. And usually it will be one of the rewatchable shows or whatever, just something that you don't even
my
care
God.
about. I know. It's just in the background. So yes,
Do it.
that's a hardcore yes for me, unfortunately. What about you, Kendall?
Hell nah. I don't like waking up to infomercials at 3 a.m.
You watching normal
'Cause
TV,
you're
huh?
my lady.
Yeah. It's obnoxious.
It is obnoxious for sure.
Disruptive.
I did fall asleep. It's not infomercials, but I did fall asleep watching a documentary on Netflix last night, and I woke up with the previews of the next show, and that was annoying as hell.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Yeah, because they crank those up. They make the volume even louder on that because
Yeah.
they know you fell asleep. You know,
They're like, hey, next week.
yeah. Keep watching. Oh, like, well, you're not getting paid off this. I already, steal this subscription. So, all right, I'll give us one more here, Yas.
Okay. Oh, dang, these last 2 are pretty good. Checking the fridge, hoping new food appears. So opening it multiple times, even though nothing has changed.
Kendall.
You know
yes.
damn well you haven't been to the store.
You don't have to ask me. You know
I
do
know. You
this.
start getting hungry. Yeah.
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
It's like the magic fridge. Abracadabra. No.
I mean,
Abracadabra.
Sometimes you do think of like, oh, I could put this and this together. So it does take, a few times to figure out like what combinations can I make.
Yeah, I've been bacheloring it so long. I know nothing's in my fridge except for the leftovers from last week that I haven't thrown out yet. So yeah, it's a hard no for me, bro. All right, so you said you had 2 good ones, so I guess squeeze in one more.
Okay, Googling symptoms you definitely shouldn't.
Oh.
So turning that mild headache into a full medical crisis.
Yeah.
Come on, Beef, tell me all about it.
Well, I did it when I, had black stool, and then I go to WebMD. It tells me 17 different ways that I'm dying, and at the very end of it, at the very bottom of the page, it says, or you took Pepto-Bismol the night before. And I'm like, that's what I took. Why wouldn't you start with that and then lead to the plague and the butt cancer and all that?
It's a death, cancer, Pepto.
Yeah.
But you should know that, though. You should
No.
know I did something out of ordinary. I drank Pepto last night. Wouldn't
no.
that be what you would Google first?
No,
Does Pepto
obvious-
cause black poo?
I'm not Googling if I was smart enough to put 2 and 2 together. I forgot that I took the Pepto the night before and then, went to the bathroom, completely freaked out at the color of everything, ran to Google, and then, found out that I was dying in 20 different ways. And then at the very end of it was like, oh, yeah, Pepto. And I'm like, sigh of relief. Thank you. But please lead with that first.
Do you wish it was pink instead?
Yeah.
That would make more sense, at least.
You wish it was pink. You would have cotton candy poos all day long.
All right.
All right, there you go. Another round of hypotheticals with Yas Money called.
Is it a Yas or is it a oh? Hell no.
We're on here with the boys from Zenora. I'm already giving them Uncle Beef advice, as you know. you know how we do it. But welcome back, Adrian, Johnny, and Josh. Zenora is going to be performing the Tailgate party this Sunday for your Tucson Roadrunners and the St. Patrick's Day party. But I was talking to Zenora. Zenora has many accolades already, being a young band. You can't tell because of the mustache now.
Yeah, you like Josh's facial hair?
It's so good, man.
Making a point.
Look, man, they did. I mean, you're feeling it now. I mean, when we get on the air, I'm gonna obviously start off the segment "Old Soul, Young Pole" kind of thing. What's the feedback you're getting on the mustache from the old souls out there?
I mean, like,
Our producer's wife opened the door. We were in the studio this week, and
Yeah,
our producer's wife opened the door for me, and she's like, "Oh, you look different." That's what she
Yeah,
said.
that's good. That's good.
That's one of the feedback.
It's growing in good.
he was our producer was making fun of
our
him.
producer too. I was telling him like I'm in college still. I was like, I'm taking genetics right now. He's like, speaking of genetics, I didn't know you could grow a mustache.
I didn't know either, dude. Yeah, I mean that's a thick mustache. It's good, dude. Yeah, Johnny, are you growing anything yet?
Maybe one day. I mean, I got these sideburns, but
Okay,
Oh,
you start with the
it's all on
sideburns.
here.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay. You'll get there. Dude.
One
I
day.
didn't have a full beard until close to 30, right? And so yeah, it took a while for me. And then cross that bridge, and this is as best as it gets. If I try to grow it longer, it just I might as well look homeless or just be perpetually single. So you'll get there, be good. But the baby face works for you. But yeah, I mean, I was super stoked to see a mustache on you, Josh. It's good. It added about 5 years on you.
Right,
You
yeah,
almost
yeah.
aged out of the group. Now, Adrian, you've always had like the goatee and the kind of soul patch. Can you grow the rest?
I can. It comes in pretty thick, but I just don't really like it.
Yeah. No, I mean, you would look like you were born in the 70s
Yeah,
with that.
I'd look pretty old.
Yeah. Well, sometimes depending on the gig, it might pay off to do that.
True,
So
true.
I was talking with the boys about, because like I said, they've had many accolades already, being the Alice Cooper's Christmas Pudding Battle of the Bands winner. And, they've been widely considered one of the best bands in Arizona when they're just gigging. They gig all these great prominent gigs. They put together great original music. They do good covers. So they're safe and dangerous at the same time, depending on whatever the gig asks for.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so to now take it to another level, then I'm a big proponent of building up circuits, tour circuits, and working different towns strategically to build up fan bases like they do here in Tucson. A lot of bands overlook that fact, but let's get on the air here. Rock 102.1 KFMA. The saying is old soul, young pole.
Oh, my wood.
I know. Well, we're going to keep it PG because Zenora is representing your Tucson Roadrunners. They're going to be performing at the, I know I go from one sentence to the next. Bob's going to love that. No, they're going to be performing the Tailgate this Sunday. It's a St. Paddy's Day game. Puck drops at 4. The tailgate starts about like 1:30, and Zenora is going to be playing the free tailgate there, along with green beer and corned beef and cabbage and live music from Zenora right there on the pavilion outside of the TCC to kick off the hockey game. It's going to be a really good time. It always is, and it's great that you guys are on the bill. And Zenora is joining us in studio. The reason why I said old soul, young pole is from our first introduction that we talk. It's going to be a running bit for how many years we know each other.
Probably forever.
Yes. Until you are that old soul. Or, but.
Yeah, what age is that? What, they got 40s?
Yeah, once they get, well, the thing is right now, because, if you look at Zenora right now, aesthetically, they're from a different era, right? They stepped out of a time machine from like the 70s or 60s, and they're in 2026. They got the long hair, the locks. They look like, classic just rock and roll stars, right? And with that, there's a lot of like older women out there that love that. Seeing Zenora play and hearing them play takes them back to a time where they were young and free, right? They were braless. They were, sleeping with people without consequences, didn't care, didn't even know the name. And I was like, you probably get like cougars hitting on you all the time. And they're like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, how many times has an older lady say, oh, you have an old soul? And that happened all the time, right?
Yep, pretty much.
Still happens.
And that's what I said. It still happens.
It's gotten worse.
Yes. Yeah, because now every time an older woman says, you have such an old soul, you know exactly what she means, right?
Yeah.
And what's she mean?
The young pole.
She wants that young pole. So when an older woman says you have an old soul, that means she wants the young pole. And that was, if it rhymes is true, that was essentially the theory that we came up with. And then unfortunately I ruined them now because every single time now an older lady says you have such an old soul, that's immediately what they think of. And rightfully so, but it's a family affair this Sunday at Tucson. So you're not going to get too much of that. You guys going to stick around for the game as well?
Yeah, I'll actually be doing the national anthem.
Again.
Again.
Yeah. And you did an excellent job the last time you did that.
Thank you, yeah.
So, it's great because I bump into the guys all the time. I've seen them perform, at the neighborhood block party for the Garden District. That was cool. Then saw them do the national anthem, for the Tucson Roadrunners.
Do you feel a different type of way when you do the national anthem? Like, do you feel a different kind of pressure at all?
I mean, yeah, it's only me, and it's the national anthem, so
can't really mess that up. You'll go viral if you mess something up.
100%. Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, I've kind of gotten used to being put on the spot.
Okay,
but it's a little more nerve-wracking for sure.
It's a challenge for guitarists not to play it like Jimi Hendrix, right?
I mean, yeah. Or trying to. I guess the point is to try to come up with a more original
rendition.
Type of rendition.
You know what I would suggest for this next one, and you got 3 days to figure it out. Is play it like Whitney Houston sang it in the 1992 Super Bowl. A lot of people regard her performance of the national anthem as probably one of the best performances of the national anthem of all time. And her cadence was different, right?
Yeah,
So and obviously a guitar is just emulating the cadence that would come out. That's why a guitar singer, it just coincides with it because you're singing through either your vocals or through your guitar. If you could emulate that, I think that's such like a grand way to do the national anthem in a way where people will be like, it's nostalgia, but it's not.
And
and it's original
and
at the same time.
Exactly.
So that that's a challenge again to give to you. 3 days notice. Good luck on that.
Yeah, I could probably do it. We'll see.
Yeah. I'm sure you could actually. Now Zenora has a lot of things coming up. Not only the tailgate going on, but they just gave me a new single. We're going to share that here in a little bit. You're currently in studio working on stuff. How big is your are you trying to release an EP or an album?
Album. It'll be an album. Yeah.
Nice, full length and stuff. I like that. Yeah. They gave me a radio single, radio edit that's 3 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, and we also wrote a couple songs out of 3 minutes.
I think we have like 2 3-minute songs.
There you go. See, you could still take the old school style and then conform it to the new school attention span which is 30 seconds. So,
Yeah,
you know, give me a 30-second
It's a little
song.
sad, but
That's in heavy rotation, man. You're going to make that happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to hear it. We'll react to it here in a little bit as I'll play that up. But we're catching up more with Zenora here on the podcast broadcast. You can join us youtube.com/beefvegan. And this Sunday, the tailgate kicks off at 1:30, and it's free for those to attend. So come out and enjoy and rock with us pregame before the big game this Sunday when the puck drops at 4 p.m. You get more information, TucsonRoadrunners.com. But more with Zenora coming up next. Beef Vegan Presents. Don't go away. Clear. All right, let's get back to the business at hand.
Yeah.
So, okay, working on these circuits, right?
Mhm.
And it's important to find buddy bands, right? You have a buddy band in Phoenix, right? Well, who's the buddy band that you play with in Phoenix? Is there a band that you've played with more?
It kind of I don't know, it switches. For the
Okay.
most
We
part.
have a
we kind of
few.
we have
Yeah.
a couple.
Yeah, so when you network and stuff and say, you know, because you do gigs to, a bunch of people down here,
Mhm.
it's important to buddy up with bands and kind of pitch them the same aspect. Say a Flagstaff band.
Yeah.
And say, hey, here's the deal. Like, you know, once a month, we'll come up and do a gig in Flagstaff with you,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, right.
That you help promote. And then once a month, you come down to Tucson and we'll do a gig in Tucson that we'll promote, right?
Right.
And so, and you can make it the same weekend. Say Friday night, we'll come up to Flagstaff. Saturday night, you come down to Tucson or vice versa.
Yeah. I mean,
And that's simple.
Yeah.
That's a weekend, right? That's your gig for the weekend, and all your energy is promoting your Tucson gig. And you take that same strategy to Pine Top, you take it to Prescott, you take it to El Paso, right? You take it to San Diego,
mhm.
right? You take it to places that are a weekend just a drive away, right? And
Right.
so you're not, so Monday through Friday, you're still handling your shit. You're still going to school, growing a mustache. You know, you guys are still doing your thing to be able to pay your bills. And on weekends, you're strategically attacking markets to build awareness, but not burning yourself out in said market.
Right. Yeah.
Right. And so then you plan like either one or every month or every 2 months
Right.
to hit up that just one at a time. Boom, boom. And you know, and then go back and then when you build that awareness and then slowly and surely, consistently, you'll be able to start building up that buzz and that local draw outside of your own local market. And again, it's because so many people make the mistake to pack it up in a van and take 20 days on the road, and they're playing Tuesday, Wednesday night gigs to nobody, right? And they're starving, and you're not making money, and you're braving the elements, and it's just like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, I guess you could say we kind of do that all the time. Then, I mean,
Yeah.
not the packing up the van and killing ourselves, but that we save that for like the summer to try to get as far as possible.
Yeah.
But I guess we do. I mean, we play Tucson a decent amount, but we don't want to overplay as well.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
But we always go to like Phoenix every couple weeks.
Yeah, I mean, we'll be up in Phoenix this weekend.
But it's strategically. So find a band that's similar to you, like a buddy band that has a good draw, and then work out that deal. Be like, look, you're gonna push your big show like once a month here, and put us on in support, and we're gonna do the same down there, and we'll do a little gig swap, right? So you get in front of our fans and friends, and then we'll get in front of your fans and friends as we continue to build. But then, and as you go, there's a rhyme and a reason. You kind of look at the calendar in a way that's strategic like that, just to kind of build within a region, and just look at the Southwest first. And then, obviously if the internet takes off with different songs and stuff, then you go outside of the Southwest. If there's reasons that the East Coast is pulling you there and they got money to back it, then you go to the East Coast. But, that's what the internet's for. As far as like getting boots on the ground, I think, if you just think like that and work smarter, not harder, then I think you'll see a rapid growth in certain areas, and it's still Arizona.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
It's not that.
but that's it. That's all the unsolicited advice that I'm going to give you. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to play a game with Zenora, and we're going to play this new single here in a little bit as well. But earlier this morning, we did App My Life, and in case you missed it, it went like this. Check it out.
It's stupid. It's fun being stupid. Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600-KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another edition of Your F My Life. These are reports and situations emailed to me at beefvegan@kfma.com, subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, you can give us a call, 600-KFMA, that's 600-5362. And if we agree your life is F, we'll hook you up with a pair of tickets so you can go to the Centurion party that's happening Yes, the extravaganza red, white, and boots with Leonard Skinnard. And that's going to be happening on Saturday, April 25th. But you must be 21 years of age or older to attend. With that said, are you guys ready for the first email?
Ready.
Yeah.
We got some doozies mixed in here. First one sent to me by Kyle. Kyle said, Beef, I had to sell my only means of transportation, my 92 Chrysler LeBaron, to a junking company because the transmission blew. When the guy finally got there, I had to shovel out my car from the dirt and help him push it and help him hook it up. Then his dog bit me. I only got $100 for the car.
No.
F my life for Kyle. What do you say? We'll start off with Yas.
Yeah, F my life.
Yeah. All right, Kendall.
That sucks. FML.
Yeah, all the way around, Kyle. Sorry about your luck. Good luck to you. All right, next F my life said to me by Brianna, said I tried to play it cool when I ran into someone I had a crush on. I said, hey, long time. Even though we literally seen each other yesterday. He just stared at me and said, yeah, yesterday. All right, this sounds like something that Yas would do, but is this F my life, Kendall?
No, I don't think so. Big baby.
All right.
Sounds funny.
You know, hot girls can flirt any way they want to flirt, and it still comes off as cute as long as they're hot. Yeah.
Exactly.
Be like, oh, you're dumb. That's cute. All right, what do you say, Yas?
Yeah.
All right, all the way around. What were we going to say, Kendall?
No, that I'm not sure anymore. What was I going to say?
Ah, you're cute. All right, next up, I sent to me by Ethan. Ethan said, I told my coworkers I was going to start waking up at 5 a.m. every day to be more productive. This morning, I slept through 3 alarms and woke up at 9:30 a.m. I walked into the office and someone said, hey, how was the 5 a.m. club? Called out on his non-responsibilities. F my life, what do you say here, Kendall?
I'm torn because he got to sleep in, and that's really nice. I wish I had done that, but you would have killed me.
Yes, I would have.
FML.
Yeah. It's okay. Eventually, get used to waking up early, man. I love it. You know, but maybe that comes with age. I'm just an old man, and I get to see the sun come up every morning. Like, I'm alive. F my life, what do you say, Yas?
Nah, homie. I used to wake up at 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. You're like, I wish I would die.
And then now you have me here waking up before the sun comes up.
Come on, you're hanging out with friends. Let's pretend like we're having a good time at the very least. All right, 2 more left. Monica said my boyfriend wanted to see his ex, who is still friends with him, at her house to comfort her because her mom died. I found out after doing some Facebook stalking that her mom was very much alive.
Oh my God.
I called him on the phone to call him out on his lie. He responded that he meant her stepmother, not biological mother. Right. All right. F my life on this. I mean, a stepmother dying is still sad, is it not?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. F my life for Monica, though. Yes.
I don't know. I'm calling him Big Baby.
It's a big baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably didn't hook up with the grieving ex,
Right.
even though that is when people are horniest, is when they're grieving. If you remember Wedding Crashers.
Yeah.
What do you say, Kendall?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's very sus. So I think as FML, because some trust has been broken to some degree.
Yeah.
Things ain't mathin'.
Initially, when I read this, and this is how I know that I goon too much. I saw stepmother, and I'm just like, he did it with the stepmother.
Oh my
I know,
God.
I know. Hey, it's the internet that ruined me. Okay. Final F my life of the day sent to me by Jordan. He said, "Beef, get this. One time, my wife gave back my camera, which she took on vacation to visit her parents with our 2-year-old. I noticed the picture sequence had big gaps in the numbering. So I ran an undelete on the card and found 80 plus pictures of her naked with another guy in her mom's bedroom."
No.
Yes.
No.
F my life. What do you say, Kendall?
Definitely FML.
Yes. All right. And Yas Money.
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
dude. It was rough, dude. So, yes, absolutely F my life. Thank you for your honesty. Keep those emails coming. Beefegan at KFMA.com. We got more coming up next, and Beefegan Presents. Keep it right here. Ringo was a super spy. Rock 1, 2.1. Oh, we're not on the air yet, but we're gonna play a game here with Zenora in a little bit. But Rico has brought up the Beatles movies that we were talking about. How Sam Mendes is working on 4 different biopics about the Beatles, each about an individual member or coming from an individual member's perspective, and they're gonna release them like all at the same time, or
Like 2 weeks
every
out
week?
or something?
Yeah, like concurrent. Boom, boom, boom. So they're releasing it kind of all at once, and I'm like, that's shitty for Ringo, right? Because you're gonna see the box office results of like who's the favorite Beatle based off who shows up to see that. But then Rico came up with the theory, is like, what if the Ringo one is more like Jason Bourne? Like Ringo was a secret super spy the entire time, and in his movie, he's like kicking ass and fucking and doing all that stuff. Meanwhile, like John Lennon is just getting like high and writing like diss poems towards McCartney the whole time. I mean, that could work. You know,
You never know what you can imagine.
Very nice. All right, 8 seconds before we get on here. You guys ready to play a game?
Yeah.
You know, there's a game that your mustache inspired me. All right. Yes. And you can kind of think what it is. So Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We're live here with the band Zenora and Kendall. I want them to play a game. Oh, look at this music.
Oh.
That's not the normal music that we do for games.
It's a spicy game.
Yeah. Josh inspired me in this game, okay? Now, we're going to blurt this out, and that's real quick. If you guys win this game, I will play the new single from Zenora here on the radio as a world debut, okay? All right, so we're going to go back with the games here. This first game is a real quick one called Rockstar or Porn Star. That's right. Your mustache inspired this game, Josh. That's a very porn star-esque mustache.
Are you proud, Joshua?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm honored. You know it. Yeah, I mean, if you were delivering pizza right now, they'd be like, this guy's going to a set. He's not really delivering pizza. Am I right?
I think so.
Yeah. So Rockstar, Porn Star, the game is as simple as it sounds, okay? I'm going to give you a name, and you must tell me if it's a rock star or a porn star, okay? This will out your knowledge on both categories, okay? All right, with that said, first name, Ron Jeremy.
You guys haven't heard.
I'm gonna say Rockstar.
Yeah, Rockstar.
You say Rockstar. Oh, they're young kids. No, you are incorrect. AKA the Hedgehog, Ron Jeremy was a porn star. He's currently serving time in prison. I know, that's good. It was a way to protect the brand. I like that. Yeah, Ron Jeremy. He was about 5'2", but 11 inches. Okay. You know, yeah, a massive. He was taller laying down than he was standing up. And I met Ron Jeremy in person. Got an autograph and everything. Yeah, dude, a stout little hedgehog man. But again, like, all right. Next name, Rockstar, porn star, Ace Frehley.
Rockstar.
All right, what's the band?
Kiss.
That's correct. All right. Let's see. Rockstar or porn star, Rocco Siffredi.
I'm gonna say porn star.
Yeah.
That sounds like.
What's your favorite Rocco film?
Rocco film.
All right. Rockstar or porn star, Lita Ford.
Rockstar.
That is correct. Rockstar, porn star, Lex Steele. I know it's a good rock and roll name.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of overlap in these names.
I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of rock stars are porn stars.
I don't know.
That's right.
Porn star?
Sure,
porn
we'll
star.
go with that.
That is correct.
All right,
Star, Lex
all right.
Steele. Yeah, Lex Steele. All right, rockstar, porn star, Sebastian Bach.
Rockstar.
That is correct. Rockstar, porn star, Peter North.
Peter North.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds...
Looking at you, Johnny.
Yeah. We're looking at you, Johnny.
Incorrect. He is a porn star. All right. Rock star or porn star? Adrian. Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
Both. Oh, porn star.
I'll give you the name first. Tommy Lee.
Okay.
Rockstar.
Yeah.
Incorrect. Porn star.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well,
yes.
I get both. Yeah, I guess
He is
both.
both. Yes, I got you with that
so.
swerve. All right. Rock star or porn star? Johnny Sins.
Porn star.
That is correct. All right, you guys passed this first round. Now let's see.
There's a round two?
Yes, there is a round two. It's real lyric or drunk poet. All right,
Okay.
I be the drunk poet. All right, so you have to tell me the name of the song that the real lyric is from, or if it's just a drunken poem that I wrote at 2 a.m. Okay. Here's the line: living easy, living free, a season ticket on a one-way ride.
That is a lyric.
And what is the song?
Ooh, what is that song?
On a one-way ride. Season ticket on a one-way ride. Oh, yeah. AC/DC. Highway to Hell?
That is correct.
Oh, that was good brainstorming.
All right. My boots are full of lightning. My heart runs on gasoline.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was pretty poetic.
That
is
good.
correct. Okay. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit.
Oh,
well, that's
Don't Stop believing.
Yeah, Journey. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You guys ever cover that song? That's a tough one.
I can't sing.
Yeah, that range, that Stephen Perry
People do
range.
think I look like Stephen
Yeah,
Perry.
you do.
All the
Yes,
time.
especially with that mustache. All right. The moon looked drunk and the highway kept whispering my name.
I don't recognize it.
I'm gonna say drunk.
Yeah, that is correct.
All
That's
right.
actually something that Rico has posted on his Instagram.
Oh, has he?
Hey.
Let's see. And she's buying a stairway.
All right. Well,
Oh,
yeah.
definitely drunk.
What's the band?
Zeppelin.
Yeah.
All
Zeppelin.
right. All right. My denim smells like freedom and cheap motel soap.
I mean, I'm gonna say drunk. I don't recognize.
That is correct. That's another Ricoism. All right. See, there's a lady who's sure that all the glitters is gold.
It's Zeppelin again.
Yeah, Zeppelin again. Yeah.
All right. What about this one? You can check out anytime you like.
Hotel California.
Nice. Old souls. They are old souls, and we're just saying that and do not want the young poll. All right. Well done. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You guys dominated in both games. You know your rock and roll lyrics and classic porn star villains, right?
Love me some porn stars. That's for sure.
With that said, I guess we got to debut a song from you guys. I mean, it's only fair. You guys did win fair and square. And so this is a radio edit about 3 minutes long for the song Viper. All right. Tell me about Viper and set it up here before we debut it here on the radio.
Yeah, it's about just us rocking out, having a good time, finding the people that accept us for, liking our kind of music.
I love it. Everyone on the stream, if you want to hear Viper loud on the radio for the first time, make sure you tune in. Actually, should I do it right? Yeah, I should be fine. So tune in to Rock 102.1 KFMA. Here's Viper from Zenora. Catch them live this Sunday for the Tucson Roadrunners Tailgate at 1:30. Turn it up.
Yeah. Yeah, different. That's the way I did.
Nice.
Oh, you're still recording. I can't hear him as good on my headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beef, the volume's very low for everybody.
I don't think it's even in my headphones.
Beef, no one can hear it.
Oh, really?
The audience
I
is
can
saying
just
they
hear
can't
from-
hear it.
Baby, why can't we go live where the people say?
Okay.
This new clock will get some moving and get some hot. Oh, so just really dying to feel why hasn't gone. Let's days a month and take them home. Let's get that passion. We're moving sound. Oh, hey now, let's hit the pavement with the sound we all make it. Well, baby, why can't we go live where the people say? Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, now let's hit the pavement as I like where the sun will make it. Baby, why can't we go live where the people say? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
who are up for a nomination for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. Welcome back to the show. It's Beefy Presents. I got Yas Money and Kendall hanging out with me today. Yas Money is heated over Maxx Crosby being traded away from the Raiders or just dumped in a way. Like, what's happening there?
Okay, so I love this story and the way that it's been falling apart for Maxx Crosby. Not personally, but it's just the way that, entertainment is built, right?
Yeah.
So the drama bomb of it all is that Kendall, I don't know if you know about sports, but let me give you the backstory. Maxx Crosby, for the last 4 days, has been saying goodbye to the Raiders.
Yes.
He had been for the Raiders. He had been playing for the Raiders for a while, saying goodbye.
Like a love letter to the fans.
A love letter to the fans. It's been an honor. It's been great.
Right.
I've been picked up and traded to go to the Ravens.
Okay.
Goes to the Ravens. And then the Ravens, and then you see the Raiders post on their Instagram that the trade didn't fall through and that Maxx isn't going to the Baltimore Ravens after all.
Okay, what happened then?
On the Raiders.
So that he's staying on the Raiders. So, I mean, he did like the whole Photoshop picture. Like, he's like, yes, Baltimore, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, talk to me on this. So he went to the Raiders or he went to the Ravens.
Yes.
And then they basically did an evaluation. They're like, we don't want him.
Yeah, so on Tuesday night, Las Vegas broke the news about the trade. So the Raiders put out a statement saying that the Ravens have backed out of the agreement, reaching just 4 days early. The NFL Network and ESPN are amongst the outlets that report that medical concerns that arose during Crosby's physical test is what sounded all the alarms.
So he's basically a lame duck. What's going on with him physically that we don't know?
So
what's the speculation?
There is a knee injury that he is still, I don't think, 100%. His agent came out last night and said that he is going to, continue to thrive and continue to do everything he needs to do to come back in
stem
full.
Cells. Yeah. Yeah,
in
AKA
full
stem
force.
cells
But
and all that stuff.
I
yeah.
had never seen that before in the sports world where somebody was like, I'm leaving, I'm going to Baltimore. And then the Raiders are like,
jumping the gun.
Yeah.
No, you're actually coming back.
That's embarrassing.
I've seen that in dating life. Like, I've met the love of my life. I'm gone, girl. And then, 2 days later, be like, she left me and come back. It's very similar, but I mean, it does make sense, especially at a high level where, I mean, obviously the Raiders, he's a stud.
Yeah.
But the Raiders want to get rid of him. And not only is he a stud, he also embodied the Raiders organization. With his tattoos, his look, his persona, obviously just the marketability of Maxx Crosby on that team made sense.
Yes.
For them to want to get rid of him, you knew something was up. And
I think he was ready to leave. He was just ready to leave.
Well,
and I think that's
the
what's
team
all weekend.
sucks, and sorry, Raiders fans. I know a lot of you out there, but I mean, you guys saw the record last year.
Listen, we know.
Yeah. Well, that's some of the drama, but the sports world is definitely cranking out the drama. There was a big press conference yesterday. As you know, the UFC has some competition. That competition is Jake Paul. That is always funny to me that I even say that in a sentence. But his MVP Promotions is now getting into the world of MMA, and they're doing so with a huge live event on Netflix, which is, of course, a streaming rival to Paramount. Paramount, of course, bought the UFC's streaming rights with a $7.7 billion deal. The way that Jake Paul and Netflix countered that is they got two marquee names in women's MMA to fight against each other. That's Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano. And, both of those, athletes are huge stars in the sport, but have not been inside an octagon in about a decade each. But with that, of course, it's all about name value and draw. And that's what the Paul brothers know best. Now, Ronda Rousey was doing this live press conference yesterday, and she didn't hold back on the state of the UFC, and shots were fired. And this is just a reminder as to why people do love Ronda Rousey so much. Listen to this.
Card came out. John Jones had some financial issues with the UFC. What are your thoughts on that situation?
I mean, it used to be that UFC was the best place that you could come in combat sports to make a living and be paid fairly, and now it's no longer. It's one of the worst places to go. It's why so many of their top athletes are leaving to go and find pay elsewhere. It's why their champions like Valentina are selling pictures of their titties on OnlyFans. You know, like these people are, a lot of them at the ground level, they can't support their families. They're living poverty level, fighting full time.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is true. And it's something that's been problematic for quite some time. And, that's the thing with, there have been fighters that are outspoken about it. And now with this new streaming deal, it takes away from more earning potential from these fighters because they would get pay-per-view points, basically. So the more people that bought pay-per-views, the more revenue they would generate as a company, then the more the fighters themselves would be able to make based off their contract negotiations. But when it's streaming for free on Paramount, they don't have an answer yet as to how to compensate people based off viewership. That is a problem. And now Paramount has been selling advertisement on this. This is another situation of getting too big and then failing because of it, and corporate greed. Again, this is unfortunately under the umbrella. The UFC is under the same umbrella as the WWE. And TKO as a conglomerate, and their business model of trying to make their shareholders the most amount of money and pay their performers the least amount of money is going to be problematic in the long term, not just for the performers, but for the audience. And they're going to jump ship. Now, WWE has AEW as competition, and we were, champion them for coming to Tucson and going to the markets that TKO has forgotten because they're going for the big cash grabs. Now with Jake Paul getting into the MMA fight game with Netflix, most importantly, now they have actual competition. So remember in professional wrestling, we had the Monday Night Wars, which is WWE versus WCW, and that was a big deal. We are getting ready for essentially an MMA wars that we haven't seen before. Now, we had Bellator in the past, which was a rival to UFC, but not really, right? But because that was on Showtime, and Showtime wasn't as popular as all the different platforms that the UFC had.
Yep.
But with Netflix, that's a whole nother ball game. And if you're bringing in big names and then you're paying them big money, you're enticing all the other big names in the UFC to jump ship. This is good news for UFC fighters, because if there is competition out there that's willing to pay big money, it's going to have to force TKO and the UFC to pay their champions and their stars big money. Now, a lot of fighters have been outspoken about this, Sean Strickland being one of them, who's controversial to say the very least. But Sean Strickland saying that this is why so many people from third world countries are coming in, and they're the ones that are going to be champions and dominating the sport completely, because you pay them $800, that's going to last them a month in their country. But you can't live off that here in America.
I just can't believe that's what they're paying $800.
No, that was it's a gross exaggeration as an example.
And I'm not being argumentative when I ask this, but like if they're complaining about livable wages, like you think of those guys as like living a very lavish lifestyle. So I kind of want to know like what defines for them a livable wage.
A livable wage, considering that they're putting in the amount of time in the gym every day and everything, is probably like $60,000 a year, depending on. There's travel expenses and stuff like that. They have to pay their coaches. There's a whole bunch of things that come into play.
It's a team.
There's more that Rhonda said, even about Dana White, that was caused some controversy as well, which I thought was also hilarious. So let me cue this up here. This is the question asked to Rhonda, and this is what she had to say about Dana White's role in this and what he feels really behind the scenes about the state of UFC and their lackluster Freedom 250 card, which we talked about, right? Listen to this.
I think he was upset when he saw your comments yesterday on social media. You mentioned that he wasn't upset with you for taking this fight.
Oh, he knows the White House card sucks. Like he knows that they were pushing this for over a year, and it fell extremely short of expectations. I mean, he was so upset about it. He was talking about a fight falling out the day before. You know, it's I can guarantee you he's not happy with it either, and he's the one that taught me through example to speak my mind.
Yeah, and she went on to say that Dana White's just an employee. He's not running things at the UFC. He is just an employee, and so basically a spokesperson. So they have matchmakers, and this has been outed here in the last 6 months or so, that he's literally not doing any of the matchmaking or any of that. He is just the guy that is speaking on behalf of the UFC.
Spokesperson.
And taking a great paid check for it. But he has no control other than that. And that's probably why the state of the UFC is at where it's at right now. Now, there's been other fighters like Conor McGregor has been talking about how he wants his bag. He wanted to be on the Freedom 250 card, but they couldn't pay him enough.
America 250.
Right. And so, and then John Jones is retiring. I'm retiring, trying to get some big money fights on his way out. Doesn't want to fight for the UFC anymore. And plenty of other champions are following suit. And Jake Paul's MVP might be that rival promotion to upseat the UFC as the King MMA promotion. And wouldn't that be wild? This guy.
Yeah.
And he got into a verbal altercation with Francis there too, next to his beautiful fiance who just won a gold medal. And and he's just such a unlikable dude that Francis is like, not only will I fight you, I want to hurt you. I want to fight you now. I didn't want to fight you before, but now I want to kill you. Yeah, and that's great for fight promotion. So, yeah, we'll see what happens when that fight goes down live on Netflix and if it will change the game. But I think overall, it's good news for UFC fighters. There's a rundown in sports. Coming up next, Kendall has a list. All right, so we'll do a little overtime, but we'll wrap things up here on the FM side with the beef tip and everything with Zenora, and remind you guys that this Sunday it's going down. If you guys want to go to the game, just hit me up. I think the best way to do this is just email me, beefvegan@gmail.com, first and last name and phone number and how many tickets, 2 or 4, and I'll get you on the list for this Sunday's game. Hook you guys up so you can come out, check out Zenora, and then go in, cool off inside with that, because it will be warm this weekend, right? Rock 102.1 KFMM. You've done some outdoor gigs that are pretty toasty, huh?
Yeah, no, we've done some.
Yeah, I know. And it should be,
It's going to be 88 on Saturday.
88's not that bad, dude. I just did the Ren Fair this last weekend. It was toasty. And, when you're in chainmail, it doesn't get any cooler. I'll tell you that much right now, right? But, yeah, there's ways to do it. There'll be plenty of shade for the tailgate party that's going down this Sunday for your Tucson Roadrunners. And, of course, obviously, no cooler place in all the old Pueblo than inside the Tucson Arena when your Tucson Roadrunners take the ice, because that's one of my favorite things about professional hockey. Growing up in Arizona, going in and seeing a professional hockey game and having that cool air like hit you, it's like crisp. I could almost breathe clear. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, this is what it feels to be in normal weather. It's great.
Right.
So yes, join us early and then stay for the game for sure. So I'm excited about everything that you guys got going on. It's always a pleasure hanging out. I mean, next time you come in, you're probably going to have full beards, like you're growing up for my very eyes, dude. How close are you to graduating?
I graduate in May.
May. All right. Yeah. And you're going to have, Josh, what's your degree going to be in? Is it going to be a master's?
No, just a bachelor's, biology.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, little biology thing. Nice. Yeah, I love that. And Johnny, you graduated high school. You're a grown man now? Yeah.
I graduated.
I know. But when you first came on the show, you were still in high school, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I was.
Wow.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
I know, dude. I know. We're getting older. They're staying the same age. All right. But yeah, check out Zenora online. Make sure you follow them. Check out everything that they got going on. With that single, The Viper, you putting together visuals and videos and stuff too?
Yeah, we'll try.
Get on it.
Got merch.
Do you want me to yell at you every time I see you? I know that I'm going to have you.
Maybe I do. Maybe.
Look, I know. Yeah, I'm going to kick you in the ass. I know that Zenora Fest will be coming up at the Rialto on April 25th, right? Yes. So we're going to have you in again before that. That's a month away.
We'll definitely do.
You better have something. You better have something, because if you don't have nothing from here till there, I'm coming in hot. And not with the old soul young Pole. We'll be on to another topic.
All right.
Like, get to work. Do it now. You're only young once, even though you guys have old souls. All right. Let's get into a beef tip before we wrap things up. Obviously we all need energy all the time, right? So a lot of us are consuming energy drinks or coffee by the gallon. But did you know that you could take a whiff of certain things to boost your energy?
Oh, we take whiffs all the time.
That's right. Well, it's usually smelling salts, but they're getting a little stale right now. Yeah, they're good.
I've never.
Oh yeah, and I got some. They're stale ones. I need more, John.
Don't even bring them out. They're so weak.
Yeah.
It's not the same experience.
Now it just smells like cat urine without the rush.
Right.
All right, but there are other things here that you can smell that will actually trigger the release of neurotransmitters that stimulate the brain waves, which can help you focus and feel energized. Right, so you don't even need the caffeine, like lemongrass, coffee beans, peppermint, orange, or chocolate. chocolate if you want to be basic. You smelling those things will actually kind of alert you and wake you up. So if you're feeling like you need a little pick-me-up, but you don't want to consume more energy or Starbucks, then just smell some of those things, and then you'll feel the pick-me-up. All right. So there's your beef tip. It's a legit tip, huh?
All right.
Oh, no.
All right.
All right. Well, again, Zenora is spelled ZNORA, and you can find them anywhere on social media. Make sure you follow them and check them out this Sunday for free as they kick off the tailgate party for St. Paddy's Day Tucson Roadrunners game. Puck drop is at 4 p.m. on that. But that's all the time we have for the show. So I'd like to thank everyone for listening. Don't forget to drop us a like and subscribe to the podcast broadcast page, youtube.com/bevegan. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When you wish upon a side of beef, soon will come and
just like a penis on a third date, that's a wrap.
But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.
That second time I did that. You can score free food. Various places all over the old Playboy. We'll talk about that after music from Korn on Rock 102.1 KFMA. On KFMA as Beef Vegan Presents, and Kendall got the hookup. There's places there around the old Playboy giving out free stuff and this month here. So, tell me all about it, Kendall. What's the first place that's giving out free things for us to take advantage of?
The first place I want to mention, because it's already been happening, Five Guys has having a BOGO promo, buy one, get one free burger. So this is going on until the 12th, which is tomorrow. So today and tomorrow, you could get a buy one, get one free burger.
I was just there yesterday, man. I could have got you a burger. Yes.
I know. Beef came to my work and he ate a burger on my desk, but he did bring 5 pounds of fries.
Yeah, dude. You get a large fry and I could feed a family of 5, dude. It's so insane how many fries they give you. I was watching them just keep shoveling fries into the bag. And then when I got the bag, this was no joke. It weighed like 20 pounds. And I open it up. I see just nothing but fries. And I can't even see my burger. And I'm like, well, I'm sure there's a burger in there somewhere. That's how much they hook you up on the fries.
Well, there is one catch I don't know if you're going to like. So to get this deal, you have to get the app, the Five Guys app.
Oh,
and use promo code FG After Party.
Yeah, like their
Five Guys.
FG After Party.
That's the promo code.
I'm out. All this app stuff. They want all your data and stuff. It's
I'll do it for a deal, man. I mean, gas is going to cost $120 to fill your tank now, so you got to get a deal wherever you can take it.
I wish you were joking about that, but I mean, you might be right here in a week. We'll see how it goes.
That's why I'm like, I got to report on this.
Yeah, but. No, I still don't like to download the app. I mean, hell, I go to Dunkin' every day. I don't do the app. I mean, I'm stupid on that app.
That's kind of silly.
I know.
Oh
I could be getting free.
That's silly.
I know. Look,
you could have had a bucket by now.
I know. And I could be getting free coffees once every 10. But what I do is I flirt with the Dunkin' girl every now and then. She hooks me up. So that's my way to app. Yeah. So
you
luckily. yeah.
She's like, it's beef.
Yeah, exactly. They know who I am. They know what I want. All right. What else is giving them free stuff this month?
So that promo ends tomorrow, right? But there's another promo going on this Friday the 13th at Chipotle. Another BOGO deal. Buy one, get one free entree. Now, specifically, you have to go in store from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. It's happening.
Shut up, dude. What, in 1 hour?
Could you imagine going to the one that's on Speedway and Campbell by the U of A? It'd be done.
Yeah, dude, you've been in line for 61 minutes.
I know.
Kendall, she's like, I'm just
trying to hook everyone up with free food, and y'all are mad about it.
Well, I just don't like the stipulation. It's not you. I'm not shooting the messenger, but for 1 hour, you get BOGO?
You didn't let me even get to the stipulation.
I thought that was a stipulation.
The stipulation is that you have to show them a tattoo, whether it's a real tattoo, temporary tattoo, or even just a Sharpie drawn on your skin.
What?
Yeah.
And so
honestly, that's
here's
cute.
the thing. They did a promo like this like the other month, and it was like an ugly winter Christmas sweater or something you had to show.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend and I, we beeline it there at the appropriate time. No one's there. And they could not have cared less if we were actually wearing a sweater.
Really?
So,
of course they don't care. You know, the employees don't care. And they messed up. You know how many people are going to just show them tattoos on their peen? You know, I'm just going to whip out my ID and be like, see the tattattoo? And you're like, no, you don't. Look very closely. It's there. It's there. It's a small tattoo. Look, very closely.
I hate you.
It's a 3D tattoo. It's coming at you. Bam.
I will do anything for a deal. So I will flash you my tattoo. I will be there between the hour of 3 to 4.
I'm glad you said tattoo because when you started saying that, I was just like, oh, really? Well, here's a snit, like a moon pie or something. I don't know. I'm looking around.
Moon pie.
Yeah. All right. So for 1 hour within that window, if you have a tattoo, you could buy one
or a fake one
and get one
Draw
free.
one on.
It's not even free. You know what I mean? It's a BOGO, and it's
This
like
is next week?
whatever.
It's half off. It's what it equals to.
When is this?
Friday
This
the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Yes.
It's crazy that we have another Friday the 13th coming up. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of like hookups on flash tattoos and stuff like that.
Right.
Shout out Enchanted Dragon. They always do stuff. All right. What else?
The next one, you will get what the gimmick is already when I say this. Krispy Kreme has a St. Patrick's Day promo they're doing. You'll get a free donut on St. Patrick's Day when you go March 16th through 17th. You'll get a green original glazed donut
I want it.
as long as you wear something
green.
That's right.
Now that's a real promotion. That's a real hookup that I am down for. So thank you, Krispy Kreme, for actually doing something where we literally don't have to like sell our souls for or show up in a small window. You give us 2 days of St. Patrick's Day. You wear green on either one of those days. You get a free green donut. I understand the cost for a green donut is probably like 13 cents, but still, it's a thought that counts. So yes, that's a good promotion.
Still a gimmick with it.
Yeah, no, I get it. And honestly, I mean, I don't eat donuts often, but I would F with a green Krispy Kreme donut for St. Patrick's Day. So that sounds good to me.
Absolutely.
And all I have to do is wear green. Got it. Good. Done. All right.
All right. There's one final promo I have. This is the least strings attached, and that is free ice cream cone day at Dairy Queen. That will be March 19th. You can get a free small vanilla soft serve cone. No purchase necessary. 1 cone per person.
Okay, so you just show up and say, give me my free ice cream.
Are you sure you don't need the app or anything? Because when it was free Blizzard Day, you needed to have the app.
Well, that's a higher caliber ice cream we're talking about.
Okay.
So
She
this
is Dairy Queen.
this
queen.
Listen, I would think a soft serve is pretty up there.
No, it's
it's
nothing.
plain and simple. I don't think you can get a dip on it. I'm not sure.
Can't
Maybe
get
you
a
can.
dip.
Maybe you can
No
pay
swirls?
for
No
a
swirls.
dip up
No
charge.
sprinkles. No nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, bring your own sprinkles.
I do want to add to your segment, Kendall, that the second Shake Shack location will be opening up today.
Yeah, but they're not giving out free stuff, so it doesn't matter.
Nor, but it's Shake Shack that's not on Ina.
Yeah, I get that, but at the same time, like they're not advertising and stuff, and if they're not giving out free stuff, then I don't even want to mention them. Unless they hook us up with a bag.
That's right.
Hook us up with a bag.
With a
Even
10-pound
food.
bag
If you
of-
give us food, we'll mention you, right?
know.
But if you're not giving us food, you're not giving
Well,
us
I guess
advertising revenue.
I'm
then
excited
who
because
are
it's
you?
closer to my house. Because that one on Ina, took 20 minutes to get there, and it took 45 to get food. So
Is it that good though? I mean, I haven't
yeah,
had
I
it.
love it. I mean, if you're into like smash burgers and stuff like that, yeah, and they have like other variety burgers. They have chicken, they have smoothie or milkshakes and things like that.
Yeah, well, let's start doing some free promotions and we'll talk, So, I mean, that's good. At least Dairy Queen has a free promotion where you literally just show up to give me ice cream. And they're like, here's some ice cream. I got one right by my house, so I'll be taking advantage of that. What day again is that?
That's March 19th, and you bet your butt I'm marking every single day of all these on my calendar.
As you
I
should.
said that like a politician with my fist in
Yes. All right. Well, there you go. There's the hookup with Kendall. Let's hit the reset. We got more Beef Vegan Presents on the way, including your opportunity to win tickets to see Damage Inc., which is a Metallica cover band. Well, actually, let's get that out of the way. You want to go see a Metallica cover band, Damage Inc., live at the Rialto Theater? Give me a call right now. Here's your free hookup. And that show is going to be this Saturday, March 14th. So you'll hear the sounds of Metallica live at the Rialto. Caller number 10, you'll score those tickets for free. 600 KFMA. Call now. Good luck. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. We are joined by Rico, who looks like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon's love child in Goodwill Hunting this morning. Sorry, I know it's too early for roast, but he looks astute. Doesn't he look like a professor? Like he's going to teach us like literature and
Studious.
poetry.
The studious
Full
ass fool.
intellectualism.
It looks good. It looks good on
Some
you.
Dunkin'
Dude,
Donuts.
he looked like he was ready to let us know about the cult that he just started. I
I like how
loved
it goes from East Coast professor to cult leader. Like, pick a lane. All right.
Well, I think I pictured when you came in, I was like, if he
My
would have been wearing all white,
Yes.
Oh my God.
I was gonna say, he needs a gown on. He's
With
not
the-
quite
with the-
there yet.
The job market the way it is, I might be leaning that direct. Thank you.
Yeah,
That's all I need to hear.
idea.
Kendall, give us a Rico be looking like. What's Rico be looking like?
Rico be looking like
Jared Leto.
More what the early 2000s fad was. I feel like with the long hair. Is that making a comeback?
Oh yeah, no long hairs. Well, first off, if you can grow hair, then more power to you, right? Because there's some of us in this room who can't necessarily do that in all places.
It's
So
like
Some of
compensation.
us and pointing over here is crazy.
some of us over there.
It's my
Not-
compensation for not being able to grow a beard.
Yes,
So
exactly.
I make up for it.
It is a fair trade,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh,
I'd
see,
rather
you
have.
should never say those things out loud. I would have never noticed.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I have the mustache of a 16-year-old Mexican girl.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Rico be looking like
Congrats.
the Spanish Inquisition right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's enough for
All right,
Rico
all
be
right.
looking. It's Rockwell 2.1 Kev, man. We got another round of TikTok Tells Me here with Miss Kendall. As you know, Kendall's always perusing the social media sites, see what the latest health hack trends are, and always cross references and does research to find out whether or not they're real.
Yeah.
And that's what this is. So, what's a trend that TikTok told you this week, Kendall?
So this is a trend that TikTok creators are trying to help people create some mood lighting. So
Okay.
I love mood lighting. I have a pink light and a blue light in my room. So if you have just a white light bulb, they say go ahead, paint that with some permanent marker, nail polish, and then that way your bulb becomes a colored light, and you got that nice mood lighting now.
Right off the bat, and maybe I'm too much of a dad for this trend. It sounds dangerous to me. Like I'm like, oh, you're gonna start a fire.
Same.
Yeah,
The
right.
fumes of the paint on the bulb. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna get high off it.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm back in. But no.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, but I mean, it seems like it's dangerous. Like it would ruin the bulb. It might start a fire. The fumes from it might be.
Maybe
like,
that's what's making the mood change. You're inhaling the fumes.
You start hallucinating.
Yeah. You're like, oh my gosh, this pink light is crazy.
Yeah. So hearing this trend.
Are you into mood lighting though? Does that matter to you?
No, 100% into mood lighting. I'm old school, so I like candles, right? Anything that where I could take my clothes off in slight dark but could still see boobs is good enough lighting for me. You know
Give
what I
her
mean?
the vampire vibes.
I'm being honest here. Like that's what you want. That's mood lighting
Right.
to me. It's like you can't see my folds, but I can see you naked. That's mood lighting.
Perfect.
Yeah, right. So, but with that, like again, making your own moonlight, those cheap light bulbs, the colored light bulbs are out there. They don't cost anything.
Yeah.
So to color it, again, just seems like you're asking for trouble or disaster. It seems
Word.
like obviously those light bulbs aren't designed for you to paint. So it's mucho dangerous. So I'm out when it comes to this trend. What do you say, Rico?
I'm out too. Sounds
Yeah.
god awful. I mean, I remember lead-based paint, and it's like, we're coming back to that again. Is this how China wins?
That's how
I
China
don't know.
wins. Yeah. What about you, Yas?
It's a no for me, dog. There's
Yeah.
no way that I would. No, that's a problem waiting to happen.
Yeah. All right. So is it a legit thing? Like, should you do this or no?
You shouldn't. It will work, but like you guys said, it's gonna be a fire hazard and release fumes into the air, be extremely dangerous. So
Good.
very much not worth it.
Yeah.
We
Don't do
are
it.
responsible adults. Look at us.
Look at us.
Yeah.
Parenting 101.
Uh-huh.
Brooklyn would be so proud.
Yeah, absolutely.
The fire department comes by, like, what happened? You're like, TikTok paint.
I have firefighter friends out there that are probably listening. Like, thank you.
Thank you.
Good call. Yeah. And that's for you guys. Keep
Yep.
up the good work. All right. What's another trend that TikTok told you?
So there's another trend happening where people are trying to find hacks to clean and keep their toilet bowl clean. So if you take a bottle of Dawn dish soap, stab some holes into that, drop it into the water tank in the back of your
I've seen
toilet,
that.
and then with every flush, it'll keep your bowl clean and fresh.
Okay. So,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
okay. So what stops the soap from continuously leaking out and just being done in like a day?
The water pressure. So
Okay.
like it's submerged under, and like you place it in a plate, like in a corner of the back of the tank where like
Do you do this, yes?
No, but I've always wanted to. I wanted to do like the bottle of Fabuloso and put it in there because I want my flushes to smell like Fabuloso.
Yeah.
It's my mind immediately goes to like foaming up, though. You know what I mean? Like all the bubbles.
No.
I feel like I'm pooping in a foam party. I don't know if I want that.
Your poop's like going to
In a
Cancun.
bubble bath.
dude.
What is wrong with that?
Yeah, no, that's good for
I'll
your
try it
poop.
once.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
it looks like a good idea, but I've never done it.
I mean,
That'd be awesome.
I see the theory behind it as to why this would potentially work, but I don't think it necessarily would. Even coating your toilet bowl with soap is going to prevent it from staining. So I think it's good in theory, but doesn't necessarily work. So therefore, you shouldn't do it. because, obviously they would have these things. We would have the cleanest toilet bowls in the world. Everyone would be doing some sort of like makeshift product like this if it was that easy. I still have to scrub my toilet like a simp. Because it doesn't work like that. And I do feel like a simp when I'm doing it. Because I do it with my toothbrush.
Oh my God.
Damn, prison style.
Prison style.
Nice.
That's where I learned.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, per usual, you're on the money with this.
Yeah.
Putting dish soap in the tank can damage the toilet components and does not effectively clean the bowl. I believe Fabulosa is the same thing. Don't do that.
But I'm not doing it for the cleanliness of it. I'm doing it for the aroma.
You're doing it for the erosion of your piping.
I'll buy you a
and
candle.
destroying
also-
your plumbing.
I feel like dish soap and like a cleaning liquid are different things though.
You're not supposed to mix those either. Usually, that's bad. Also,
I'm great. Find me on Strange Addictions. I'm addicted to cleaning products.
Addicted to mixing chemicals.
I love it.
A
I love
fabuloso
that.
addiction.
You couldn't trick me today, TikTok. Again, you're coming with your hacks and you think, there's a lot of us are going to ruin our toilets because of this, because you put some catchy music behind it and you're like, oh yeah, this will solve all my poo problems. It doesn't. You got to think, you got to really think about it critically. So yeah. All right. 2 for me, 0 for TikTok today. Another round of TikTok tells me we're going to hit the reset. Be back with more Beef Vegan Presents right after this. It's Rock 1 2.1 KFMA.